Now, if we ever get to like a post-apocalyptic state in the world where the new currency becomes parts of engine, then I'll probably be quite a rich man going by the previous track record. If you've got no idea what I'm talking about here, go back just one episode and watch last week's one, because that'll explain, well, the gubbins and gizzards and other things that really look quite cool inside an engine have decided to kick a leg out of bed down there and depart Terminal 4. No, Terminal 1. What I'm getting at is, this is very bad. And the last 3 engines, very bad. So this week we're just gonna take another one out because we've got nothing better to do. I'm going insane. Welcome to Allstar Garage. Now, we did have a bit of a funny 5 minutes when we're still at the track. And I decided all of a sudden I was going to start changing the engine because I blew up in the first race, right? 8, 9, 10 laps, whatever. Oh, also, which you will notice if you watched last week's video at the end when I showed the in-car stuff, you'll see long-standing issue with this car, which I thought we'd resolved. When I'm going down the straight, I'm on the throttle and then I get sort of 2/3 of the way down the straight and it just cuts out. And you can see my foot and I'm trying to feather it to get throttle back for the corner. That is what this car did way back in episode 2, I think, when I first used this one. And you could see it then, and that's initially what cut out. I got loaded by the pack, I slapped the wall. That's what bent this scenario on this car back then. Long story short, the gremlin is still there because this is different engine, different carburetor, the wiring, everything's different apart from the fuel tank, obviously, which there's nothing wrong with it, but they do have a one-way non-return valve on the overflow, which I'm going to change because maybe it's not letting the air come in as the fuel goes out. Fuel pump, I'm going to change it because that's what I'm leaning towards more than anything as to why it's pissing about. If it can't bring enough petrol up, then there's obviously an issue. The other thing would be float level in the carburetor, that when you're coming out the corner, it's not filling enough petrol up fast enough. By the time I'm going up the straight, it's drinking all that petrol, it's not getting it. However, as I said, different carburetor, so chances of that are slim. The only other thing I could think of is the fuel line that goes from the tank to the pump to the filter to the carburetor. Somewhere in that bit of rubber pipe, there's a bit of crap in there, or a bit in the walls flattening off and something is not allowing the fuel through. So what I will do before I race this particular car again, I'm probably going to change this axle as well because it's cheesing me off, is put a new pump in it, new non-return valve, new hose, because it's the only part of that fuel system for the fuel starvation. But what I'm getting at is, when you watch the video back, because of the fact that 2/3 of the way down the straight is and hesitating, I'm not actually really revving the engine. I think if we're lucky, I don't think it's done 6,000 RPM. Like when everyone else is still accelerating, I'm backed off. And it rattles out, but you can see in the video it's not happy. It was chuffing out the bonnet a little bit, but obviously when we took the bonnet off, the underside of the bonnet, there's nothing there. The breather, there's nothing there. The side breather, there's nothing. So I don't think it was oil coming out. That was probably a new engine. It's burning bits of paint off of the block and off of the exhaust and everything else. So yeah, for me, sat in the car, there was no noise. I don't know. What I do know is, I'm going to give you 3 things in quick succession of each other. First one, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it's 32 degrees on the thermometer inside the shed. So I do apologise because I haven't really got going yet, but in a minute there's going to be fluids coming out from everywhere. So if I start looking funny, it's all right, I'm okay. Secondly, you're glad there's no smell-o-vision because I've been grafting all day and I stink. Thirdly, I've had enough of bangers, so you're very lucky you're getting a video this week. And what else? Fourth, I want a kebab or a Chinese or a pizza or something. I need comfort food now. Prop up shaft coming off for the 27,000th time. Because we just like blowing up engines, and that's just what happens in this shed. Even though they're all different, I don't know why we're having such bad luck. Exhaust is already off because I had a mad 5 minutes at the track where I was adamant that we obviously needed more points. So I lifted it up and started, obviously we picked up the Lyndale, which is down here on the floor. And I was like, right, that's it. I've still got to go back out. I need to get more points. So let's just take that out, put the Lyndale in. Obviously the Lyndale's mapped to the ECU in the Lyndale. This is mapped to this ECU in this. And it's a bit tricky when you get in that predicament because that is not made for that brain and vice versa. So if I'd gone back out, obviously didn't finish the heat, which meant I could only do the consolation, but there's no points on the consolation, and then I wouldn't have got in the final. Would have missed it anyway, wouldn't have been able to change it that quick. So the only race I could have done was the showdown, which was the last race, and the maximum points you can get from winning that would be 10 points. All out cars, so the chances of me getting top 10 were slim, the chances of me winning the race were slimmer, and risking your rebuilt Lyndale, that's not done many laps either, for the sake of I possibly might get a place but might do more, it's just, it wasn't worth it. And by that point I was so cheesed off, that got loaded up, and that was the end of that. Right, so exhaust is off, prop is off, clutch cable is still on, so let's buzz that off. Unos Clutchianos. And then we can come down and start buzzing the last couple of bits off upstairs and lift her on out. Right, that's clutch cable off. That's power cables off. Props off. Right, we're downage. Let's have a downward scenario. Let's have a downward facing dog. My eyes told you, and this pipe is really tight on here. Why? Yeah. What's this now? Oh. That's going to be a finger cutter. I can feel it already in my loins. Or not. Right, that's breather pipe. That's clutch cable. That's water pipe, but that doesn't matter because I can take it off with there. I've drained most of this antifreeze out, but there'll probably still be a little bit in there that's going to come out. But that's fine. Little bit. Brake servo pipe is off. Got there as well. That's all brake pipes run about. Crank sensor, you can be unplugged. The plug leads as well, which I will just buzz off out the way. Now what I have got this week is a little bit extra time because Bella's nursery is shut this week and it's my nephew's birthday today, so Nick's taken Bella off up to my mother-in-law's for a few days, which the bonus of that in this sense is that I don't have to go and do the nursery run at 4 o'clock and then take her home and wait for Nick to come in at 7 to rotate out on a Monday. So a few extra hours gained there. Well, I say that. What I'm actually going to do is just do the normal 3 or 4 hours, leave earlier, go home and then sit up till late editing the video. So there's not much gained, but hey ho. I know you can't see it, but that bolt's stuck in that exhaust. But with a big B, someone turned up to pick up some bits, and then the phone was nearly flat that I'm filming on, so I put that on charge, and then I sorted out a couple of emails, and then I was hungry, so I went to the kebab shop because I'm fat. Right, we are nearly out. Just trying to remember what I did before I had my fat kebab. Servo pipe's off, wiring is off, plug leads are off, petrol pipe is off, gear stick is out, prop shaft is off, exhaust is off, clutch cable is off. That's pretty much it, apart from that, obviously that water hose is gone. This one's gone. I've sucked most of the water out with a siphoning hose into the drums because it's antifreeze, so I can reuse it. Hindsight being 47 out of 6 is that I would have dropped the water out of it when it was outside before I put it on the ramp, but I didn't think about that. Also, we are forkliftless, because I don't actually own the forklift. That's Rob Browning's. That's part of the farm which we are based upon, and it's coming up to picking season, so he's using the forklift, and it's not here. So I need to back the lorry in and lift it out, because otherwise it's not coming out. And I know I've just had the kebab and I'm big and strong, but there's no way I'm lifting that out without some assistance. So yeah. Oh, she's a gusher. That's fine, we'll just let that fall on the floor and pretend it didn't happen and just sweep it out of the way when the door's open in a minute. Right, I thought I'd bring you in. So all I've got to do now is buzz this mount off, both sides. The starter can come out. I've got to take the exhaust manifold off to get to, there's two behind here that are a bit of a pickle. And then it should be off, buzz that off, buzz them off, buzz the other side off. And then we're about there really. Not expecting to have to take this one apart so soon. Oh, I forgot one that I have. Also, in line with last week's update, it's about a level 2000. It's not 6000 because we got clear traffic on one side. So that's great. I'll have to have a go on the old nasal spray in a minute. Clear myself right up. That should be all out. Oh my god. Oh dear. Well, the sump's probably savable, if it matters. It's number 1 and number 2. How's your luck? It's even dented the engine mount where it's punched out. Do you know what, when I first got a built engine as well, I used a standard 2.3 for ages. But my whole first season, after COVID, coming back and then trying to qualify for World Final, my whole first season, It was on standard 2.3, it'd done like 18, 19 metres I think. I ended up selling it in a car in the end. Yeah, I ended up selling it. And everyone said to me, oh, get a built engine for reliability more than anything else. Nothing but dramas, honestly. Knock, knock. There you go. Number one, number two. There's your leftovers of your comrod. How does that even happen? Yeah, bucket hat, as found on allstargaragemerch.co.uk. Right, got to try and think of a plan for what to do next with Taunton coming up. If you've ever been to Taunton, I've raced it a couple of times, and from what I can remember, it's small, like Yarmouth gearing. It's got really tight corners, and the straights are a little bit longer than Eastbourne, I think. Someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong. But what that means is small track and a lot of acceleration needed, because you've got to slow down so much for the corner. Get back on the throttle. So I'm not sure. I want to look at repairing the 2 litre, because I think that's done a rear main seal. It spat its oil out, but I can't remember. I don't think it knocked. I remember in that pink Jag at Lyndale, had a little bit of a crash in the pilot, and the gearbox, where it snapped, the gearbox came around. It snapped the alley bit in the end of the Mazda gearbox where it goes onto the plate. So the gearbox was sitting on the wonk, and I couldn't get any clutch. So I was putting it in gear, starting it up, going forwards, turning it off, putting it in reverse, going backwards, forwards, backwards. It got really hot because the water tank's a bit smaller than that pink one. Spat its oil out, but I think where the gearbox has slapped, it's done the rear main seal on the crank. So I don't know, might get that out, try and compression test it on the floor, try and put a rear main seal in it, see what it's like. But I don't want to then go and put that in, because I think it's all going to be slippery as well, because it's concrete. So I don't want to put that in to counteract the wheel spin of going a slightly lesser powered engine, and then do 2 laps and that blows up as well, because we don't know. So I'll probably put the Lyndale in. I don't know if it'd be too much. Like the frog eyes and that go around there a bit better. Again, it's one of those tracks. The Jag's a little bit heavier, you get a bit more wheel spin. Not sure. So I don't know whether to put that in this and take this, because that's quite straight and that could do all the shot. Or do I put that in the other one for all the shot? Or do I put that in the other one for Taunton? And it might do Taunton and all the shot, but if it gets smashed up at Taunton, I can put that engine in this for, I don't know. I've got 2 cars, 2 meetings. It's just trying to work out which way around to do it and which engine to use. One thing's for sure, we're not using the Loman, because she's on about 2.5 cylinders and probably no valves. Anyway, it's not actually that late for a change, but I've had enough. And I have 0 motivation, so I'm going home.
You want to weld that in as well. Where's that bracket gone?
I've got to weld that bit for the clutch cable. And there's something else I have to do. Oh, I'm just going to clean up the...
I'm just going to cut that end off, take that 5mm off and start again.
And then we'll just clean it up and weld that back on.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to clean the studs up for this exhaust. Because I'm fed up trying to put the exhaust on when it's all covered in old exhaust paste and you're upside down for like 57 rotations of a nut.
Yeah.
And it's really tight.
Where's the cut gone?
Where's the long stick? Cutter's in the racing box, I think, on top of that toolbox.
Ah, there you go. Come down. Come in. In. Whoa. In. Go down.
Yeah.
Right, come down.
Oh yeah, it's about to drop in.
Yeah, we're about. That'll do.
That'll do. Blipper. Blipper on the forklift.
Where you going now?
Moving out the way. Blipping. Yeah. Rever. Just being hard and giving it some John Dodge. The Rev. Oh, I expected that to go and it didn't. Just needs a...
It's only much.
Ah,
He's going for a walk.
oh, shindig.
I'm liking this, it's normally me.
Oh, that's pain. Oh, that's many pains.
Where's the lever bar?
There she goes.
We're lined up.
Ish, kind of. Just needs a bit of
Hold on.
a
We need to go that way a bit. Hold on.
wiggly wild wild. Did you just hammer the bolt in there?
No, hammered the.
Oh. Did you just hammer the bolt in?
What bolt?
One in your hands?
Nearly, one.
Well, I could hear you hammering. Were you trying to line
Yeah.
a bolt up? You're being a vandal.
Yeah, speed and power. Yeah, it will.
I was just getting some washers and nuts. I've got washers and nuts.
Alright, I've got nuts. I just need a couple of washers.
These nuts. How many do you want?
2. Thank you. Split the balls out my shorts.
Sorry?
Split the balls out my shorts.
The balls?
It's good for aircon.
Oh, you mean your undercarriage?
Yeah.
Talking of undercarriage,
Right.
would you like a sausage?
No, I'm alright. Me and Wayne were just having this discussion.
What,
Don't
you-
really like those. They're a bit gristly.
You don't like a mouthful of meat?
No. Who's back?
The shuffle of returns. Using a 47-foot extension bar for no reason at all.
That's right, Wayne. I didn't want one. Traded Rob's fridge for that, didn't you? Why don't you bring us one down then?
Did you go and get that Broncos fridge?
Yeah.
He's got a twister.
No, he hasn't. He's got a traffic light.
When I go to the village, I'm going to treat you boys for an ice cream.
Do you want a mouthful of meat?
Well, knowing you, it'd be a mini milk with tight off. I'm going to get the most expensive cornettos ever.
Do you like another mouthful one? I'm on mouthful one.
He likes a mouthful of sausage. Where's the gun? Are you done with this?
What?
You done with this? Where's the extension?
What? What?
Where's the extension bar gone?
What?
Ha! Where's the extension bar gone? Ha! He can't take a sausage.
I definitely can't.
Thank you. Gearbox strap. I can let go of that now. Get rid of the jack. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can let... The jack can go. Jack off.
Jack off. Got the exhaust put on. Water pump is in the back. Where's the bottom water hose?
Hey?
Where's the hose for the bottom?
Should be in the back of the car, I think. Everyone took off it.
Yeah, there is.
Top and bottom hose should be
Yeah, got 'em.
in the back seat area.
One shit.
Got a car cover,
Two shits.
gear stick bolts underneath it. That gearbox is also in gear. So that's pretty helpful. No. 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 Come on now. No, too far.
Was it, Wayne?
I'm going to get you boys along in a minute.
Oh.
Ah! Neutralis. Wayne, without a t-shirt on, you look like a strawberry that's going mouldy in the fridge when it starts growing that grey fur
little
on
hairs.
it. You know, you put two bits of fruit together and you get the fur in between. That's what your back looks like.
To you, I'm going to go to the shop and get you boys an ice cream.
Yeah, but we've worked out what you say and what you do are totally different
you've
things.
Insulted me. You have insulted me. And I was doing something nice to you. So do you know what you can do with your ice creams now? The pair of you.
What?
Stick them right in your
Stick
There
them.
goes your ice creams. Right.
Well, that's answered that then.
Overripe strawberry. You ain't getting none.
It's not overripe, it's mouldy. I reckon if we get a lighter near him, do you remember when you used to burn the fluff off your socks? You know when you used to sit there and you just light your socks and it goes... I reckon that'll happen to him.
Cool. How big's that font on your phone?
Yeah, I can't see.
Tina Tesco at 9:20 this morning. So you spoke to her today, haven't you? Did you see her last night? Did she say you look like an overripe strawberry?
Why has he got a black eye?
No.
Has she punched you? Has she done you in the good eye?
No, I think he's been walking around the house in his pants again.
I was walking around in my pants. And as I explained to her, if she don't like it, then she could phone, because it's my house and I'll do as I please.
I bet you wouldn't moan if she was walking around your house in her pants.
Yeah, what about that?
In her fingerless gloves.
What's the fingerless gloves?
Excuse me.
I don't know if it's Tina or not. I've never met her, but
So you've gone in Tesco's, you've seen some old bird with fingerless gloves and you just assume it's Tesco?
Yeah, it's Tina. Yeah, I'm taking it as gospel now.
Straight up the Tesco.
Yeah, straight out the fingerless.
Well, she only works Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday.
Does she touch you with her fingerless
Why,
gloves?
does it affect her gyro?
And it's the one in there with the biggest pair of frupnies.
It's the one in there with the biggest pair of frupnies.
Yeah, because believe me, she has got some frupnies on her. Frupney bits.
Yeah, we gathered that. Oh, that's the third time. Can we have a ratchet that works soon? Oh. Fixed it.
Do your throttle first, mate, because it's out of the way of your pipe, then it's easier to do. Use your head with you, mate.
Ain't that ugly?
Would you like me to do the
What?
Ice cream.
ice creams?
Yes, please. That'd be very helpful, Wayne.
Want some money?
No.
Well, don't expect him to pay for it, you don't pay for nothing else.
I'll have a box of cornettos, please, Wayne.
I'll tell you what, Roland.
What?
What? Right.
You'll get what you give in my house, sunshine.
Why are we half a height?
Because I'm only little.
Look, Pete. I've left you on there. They bought me a chair over.
No, you're going to get ice creams. I'm going to sit down and work because he hasn't gone up high enough.
I'll go into my ice creams.
You haven't asked us what we want.
I don't think there's much choice.
Ah, someone's put... What?
You said you'll get what you're given.
I've left... Where'd I put that?
I can't work in these conditions.
Oh no, it's too hot.
No, I'm not talking
There
about
it
the height, the hotness. I'm talking about the height.
Well, go up then.
But I can help. Look, it's all right for you.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
I'll just... It's fine.
Go up.
No, it's fine. You're that short. No, it's fine. Don't adjust it now. Because you're that short. Don't do it with me underneath it. You're that short, I can just sit down on the job. Oh no, I've just discovered something really dangerous.
What?
Well, now I can be really lazy and fat.
What, you can sit down and do stuff?
Yeah, I don't even need to stand up.
You are slowly turning into Wayne.
That is an insult.
Well, you've got your chair now. What do you reckon he's going to come back with? Tesco's own brand chalk ices.
Probably. It'll be something budget friendly.
Yeah, it will be.
There's no way we're getting a Magnum
No.
or a Cornetto.
No. What's the chance?
And if he's gone to Tesco's today,
He will get Tina's
no,
discount.
if he's going to Tesco, yeah, that means today is a Tina working day.
Yeah.
Because he will not go up there unless he gets the 15% off. So if he gets 15% off and he gets club card price.
That's why he's offered.
That's why he's the Tunbridge Tucker.
Where's the exhaust? Actually, I'll put the clutch.
Did we take it out?
Well, yeah, because you've taken the engine out. Of
No, I know that, but it was in the car because I took it out of Yarmouth. I think it might still be in the other car.
Wibbly bob up. Oh, it's
Propulsion.
little gun 17.
That's the wrong thread nut.
Deep 17.
I feel a little bit happier today.
Alright.
I think I'm getting over it now. It's a traumatic experience, you know.
It's a traumatic experience.
Yeah. Oh, this is the diff.
What, the diff of death?
The diff that Pete built.
Ah.
This is also the one we're changing the rear springs in. Would you say the diff of death?
Yeah. That's the one that was dying, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kept leaking. Leaky but nice diff.
Gearbox strap. I'll put that up for later. And then that's us
Yeah,
down.
if you feed it through, then when we come down, we can strap it up.
Well, that's us done from under here now, isn't it? Have you done the back foot bolts up the 19th?
Yeah.
Squeaky.
She's done. All I've got to do is your strap, and then we'll just buzz that on. Put a bolt up
Put
through
it in there.
Oh, that's the one. There's a bolt somewhere.
That's something special, that is, isn't it?
Joey, we're all right, actually. No, I'm okay, mate. It's just some water.
He's going to be the only dog I know that can drown himself with a hose pipe.
Joey? 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 You okay? Apparently so.
Something on the end of that hose. I'm flashing my hole.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's got his Lagucho out.
I have. It's got a sunroof. Where are you going at?
Under that throttle cable. Under that water hose.
Ah, was it on top?
Yeah, it's around here. Oh, he's going to have a double suck.
Probably. He can hear the tap, can't he?
He hears the tap. Now he's heavy breathing. He hears you turn. It's the same as when you turn the gas on. He doesn't. He starts woofing as soon as you hear this. Wait for it. It's this one. There it goes.
He's an idiot. What one are you going for? Tap, window, or fire? Water or fire?
Joey of the elements. No. We're okay. I'm just pretending. I didn't even light it. That water tank's definitely bigger than the other one and all.
Yeah, we're still going.
Hey?
You're missing a bolt out your gearbox now.
Oh.
I'm missing a 14. 12.
A 12. That's all right. 3's better than none.
Battery.
We've got no battery on it?
No.
Ah, selfish. Must have gone in my Vauxhall. Let's try this one I haven't charged up and see if it's good enough. Hurt! Many bigs and many heavy. Why is that so low? It's big ones and heavy ones. I thought we should go to the pub.
I've got it.
What? Oh, are you still doing that?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tinker. Pub garden would be quite good, wouldn't it?
What?
Pub garden. Tempting. It's dangerous.
What, are we on?
Hang on.
Oh, that's comfy.
See, there's the airlock on the water pump, but now it's going like crazy, so there's definitely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's circulating.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. Oh, turn it off, turn it off.
What?
We checked it's got oil in it.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. You can check it again. No, double check.
No, he does send it with oil. It's Loman's one that doesn't come with oil.
Right, now pull it back out and see if it's got oil in it.
Well, you've checked it.
Yeah, but I'm not getting the blame for it, so...
Oh, that's what it is. You just don't want to be the one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm sat in here with the buttons.
In the comfy chair.
To be fair, it's lovely.
Oh, I just got that bit of breeze then. You know when you get the painting workshops and they put the big fan in the doorway to suck all the paint out?
It's the back of my knees that are sweating. I'm
It's
sweating in places I didn't think I could sweat.
It's my underboob is where the sweat is. Now I'm of that sort of calibre of sized man.
Does it have oil in it?
It does have brand new Erliner. That's good.
We're going again?
It was a bit noisy, but it's obviously dry up the top, isn't it?
Yeah?
Go on in.
That's right. Where's that smoke coming from?
Exhaust. We've had oily hands on the exhaust pipe. Clutch was the only thing we didn't check.
Huh?
Didn't check clutch, did we?
Oh, I didn't put a bolt through it either.
Hey?
Didn't put a bolt through it either.
I did.
Ah.
Very low.
No.
Too low.
That's right. We can adjust her.
We're there though. You alright, Joe boy? I like your new coat. Someone gifted us with a new Joey coat when we was at Yarmouth on Saturday. Turn around then. Look at that then, Fire Marshal Joey. What do you think? What? You're full of rubbish, you are, aren't you? No, I'm alright, thanks. No, I'm okay. What we're going to do is, you know, just because I've got nothing better to do, for the 9,057th time, I'm just going to change the front spring. We faffed about so much last week, trying to get that Yarmouth car ready, which actually, when you watch the video back, didn't handle very well at all. But I'm going to go with the basis that the front axle was bent, and I'm going to put the same spring on the inside as what was on that one, because this one's way too soft. Try and stiffen her up a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm doing too much. Now I'm all up for warm weather and sunshine and strawberry daiquiris and pina coladas and mojitos and cold beers and iced tea and have a cold refreshments. But look at this now. I've got under boob sweat. I've got back sweat. I've got sweat in places in the crevices that you don't. I get it now, you know, when the larger people go, don't want to be a big person in hot weather. I put 2.5 stone on this here, I get it now. It's apparent to me. Yeah, nice. Okay, well that's another jobbity job, hopefully. I'm just changing springs again. Problem is, we're trying different things to try and make it better, but at the same time we're having a run of bad luck, so we're not making things better. So now it's a case of sort of going back to what we know and just try and get some points, hopefully, try and get a bit more luck. Yeah, just, I don't know Taunton very well. It's not as bumpy as Eastbourne, so Eastbourne you can sort of put your softer stuff back in because you wallow about a little bit because there's so many dips and divots. I think I'll go a bit better at Eastbourne because I don't spend all the money on the big supersonic springs and everything else. I don't know, but Taunton, it's an unusual one for us. So I can only go off what other people say and gauge, go, oh yeah, it was doing this, it's a bit slippery when it's wet, it's da 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 da. I don't know. That was too soft for around there, I think. You watch, I'll probably go and put that in there, it'll be too stiff now, push on like mad, and I'll scrape round at the back, not get any points, but we did try a few different things for the last Eastbourne in this car. And if you remember, I struggled with it pushing at one point, and then we took the anti-roll bar off, and then it was a bit better, but its setup was not there one bit. We didn't scale it, admittedly, but what we tried down there did not work, no way. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board a little bit, change a few bits on the springs and the setup wise. The back I'm not happy with, I think it's a little bit too stiff, which means it doesn't sort of squat and push the weight backwards and get a grip. If it's too stiff, you put your foot down, you just go skidding about. Do you know what I mean? It's trying to work things out, and then you confuse yourself, and then you double bluff yourself, and then you think, oh, I'll change that because of X, Y, and Z, but you don't see A, B, and C coming around the corner, and I've confused you already, haven't I? I've confused myself. It's fine, I don't know. Let's make it up as we go along. Normally, we make it up as we go along and we kind of half do all right, but at the minute, I don't know, it seems the more I do to try and be apparent of the fact that I'm low down in the points, the less luck I have. Well, it sits better. The one I took out was too low. It's a soft one that I've cut down before, and it was sitting over a little bit too low. I didn't like how low it was sitting. I prefer it a bit like that. And that's a bit stiffer. And that's better again. We're getting there, hopefully. Not bad. Kind of. Probably alright if I knew what I was talking about. I'm not keen on the back. But, oh, does that still have? No. It's only got the arm underneath it, so I don't know. I think that's too stiff. That's definitely too stiff. Right, there you go. That is another episode done this week for Allstar Garage. Obviously, with getting the Lomond out, getting the Lyndale in, and everything in between, we've changed more springs for the 9 millionth time, because why not? But we're getting better, hopefully. Haven't practiced, so probably not. The rear is definitely an issue, which I keep overlooking, and I'm always having dramas with when I come out of the corner. I'm always like the frog eyes and the lighter cars just sort of grip and go. And the Jag's real slip and slide, and I struggle to get the power down. But if the rear springs aren't right, then we're just going to be washing out all over the place. So maybe we're going to start looking at that. Although I don't want to change it too much. Obviously, I know I need to make improvements, but at the same time, when I've got like my old setup, so to speak, which was literally just heated up springs and just got lucky with where they sort of sat because it went all right. But it's obviously not perfect. At least with that, I could, you know, I'd get around the right and I might pick up a few points. So do we go back to that just to make sure we're safe, or do we try and soften it up, do some different bits and try and change something? You might go out there and then you go backwards like we have done the last couple of meetings. So I don't know, probably just revert back to what we know sort of thing just for the next couple of meetings. We've obviously got the World Final car, which is, I've spoken about already, which is in the mix over there, out of shot at the minute. But I'll tell you now straight up, if I'm not getting in World Final, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting all that effort and everything, like the pink one from last year, and doing all that. If we're down in the woods, parked in the other pits, it's not happening. I'll end up taking one of these and just trying to wing it on the night. So hopefully we qualify. Hopefully we'll crack on and get that ball rolling soon. Listen, same old thing. If you like the content, if you enjoy it, if you want to see more, do us a big favour, give us a share, try and like widen that horizon. We've obviously also got allstargaragemerch.co.uk where you can get all of the t-shirts like this one. Anyway, that's enough of that. I will see you next week.